so tune in now.
I haven't got into my team yet. Take a break off the COD. True dirt. I was. Give me someone good. I have no one good on my team right now. Please, give me one. Hey, Williams sucks. Oh fuck, 57 more to go, man. Huh? Domination takes a while. I'm starting my career game. My GM game. With my Miami Heat. Laker time. Let's go Heat. We're on 4-3. We gotta get that record up. Can't make that record good enough to make the playoffs. We can win a title. We gotta go Kobe, but he's old, not good over on ice to scores.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in.
Lost last game to the Raptors. Got to get that build. We got to build that up. So, get that done. It is really cold. Damn.
It's game time here in Miami as the crowds at the American Airlines Arena look to cheer on the hometown Heat. Today's game marks the continuation of the Lakers' road schedule. Still early in the season, but the front office and coaching staff likes what they are seeing from this team so far. Better winning percentage than last year.
And part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
Yeah, and that's got to be terribly discouraging for them. I mean, I know how badly they wanted to contend for a playoff spot, but it's just not happening.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've got Young. Brandon Bass is out there with Roy Hibbert. Then it's Russell. And it's Bryant in at the two-guard spot. Deng can't get it to go. Miami on defense. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game? Offensive rebounding, or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
Yeah, offensive rebounding to me is all about heart. The willingness to get in there and mix it up, do your work early, get to that inside position. And I didn't see any of that fight from them.
And Dwayne Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business at blocking shots from that off-guard position. Hard to think of a guard who has had as many swats as Dwayne Wade in the past couple decades. One of the best ever.
Here's Wade following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Baseline J on the way, and the jumper is on the mark. Bosh has got his first bucket in this one.
I love that stroke that you saw from Bosch right there.
Bass, a screen on Wade. Off the pick. And it's Miami with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And their conference matchup, they faced these guys twice this season, and last year they took both games.
Two teams in the bottom of the East and West, as you said, these regular season victories count for more. Both hungry for a win tonight.
Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside Russell. And shot is off. Good work defensively by Whiteside. No good from Dragic.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And that one's good. Young's got his second bucket.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Maybe we'll slow down.
The teardrop sometimes
Slow
is
down.
one of those, oh no, oh yeah, shots.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Byron Scott. I asked him what the main reason was for the disappointing record so far. He said, it's not that easy to put a finger on, but we seem to lack that killer instinct. We don't have the confidence to finish teams off, even when we've got them on the ropes. Let's see if they can change their luck tonight, guys.
And thank you, Doris. That bucket in no time at all. Bosch has got his second basket of the night.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Shoots from 14. Kobe gets the bucket.
Check out these handles.
Vintage
That's rush
Kobe.
hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Now here's Dragic, hoping to put that miserable performance against Toronto behind him tonight.
How in the world?
There you go, CB.
That wide open.
Lakers trail by 5. And Bryant kicks to Bass. Young outside. Russell with it. He's coming off a 19-point game against New York. Pocket 6. Here's Hibbert. And so
Send him to the line. He ain't a great shooter. He ain't a great shooter.
Who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star part one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings.
Maybe he's a good shooter. Maybe he is a good shooter.
Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things.
Come on.
I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Miami.
You know, 9 times out of 10,
jump for it.
he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
In a foul called
That was BS foul. I don't know why the hell you went for that, buddy.
Right here.
And on the college, had a very encouraging junior season. Looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably.
Shoot two.
The first one falls.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency the challenge for Hibbert.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. And it's Green in for Dwayne Wade. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team,
CB for 3.
it was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
And here's Russell following Chris Bosh's 3. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Julius Randle's checked in for Brandon Bass. Dang against Young, and the pass to Clarkson. On the mark with the 15-footer.
You know, Bosch was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
The Lakers trail, and pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And let's take a look at Mario Chalmers. Some stats on him. How he performed last season. Last year, averaged 10 points per game, 4 assists and 2 rebounds. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, yeah, you can see the potential clearly, but it's raw, unrefined. He needs to keep polishing it up.
And Miami making a change here. Winslow's checked in. Black's checked in for the Lakers. Williams comes in for Russell.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully the Heat can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's Green with the jam.
Dog. Woo!
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Now, here's Clarkson. Tight defense on him.
Bosch, why don't you stay with it?
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Now, here is Young following the miss by Chris Bosh.
Oh, over Gerald. That was Gerald's gonna die. Shit for that one.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Pass to Winslow.
I like that jumper there.
With his 3. Lakers have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Passes it to Randall. Lakers passing it around. Picked by Randall. Here's Clarkson. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major.
Oh, come on, Justice.
Advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Pass to Black. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Williams attacking. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing. And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control. And I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
Josh McRoberts is checked in for Chris Bosh. Meta World Peace, he's checked in for the Lakers.
No, they have world peace. They have more
Lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Knicks in New York.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Here's Green following the bucket by the Lakers. And there's the 3-second violation.
Quick break for music.
Here's Clarkson. He has 6. Shoots from the high post. The rebound by McRoberts. Miami trailing. Back to Green. Shoots the 3. Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. We've got 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Clarkson. And the rejection by Stoudemire. Outside, Green. And no good trying to get that one.
Still got a lead, but...
And so, both teams... And speaking with Roy Hibbert before the game, he helped illuminate their defensive philosophy.
You want to guard the paint?
When you have that sort of focus like Hibbert, that kind of confidence on display on a nightly basis, Greg, You are a game changer, and he does change games every night.
You know, and we saw his skill set and execution develop very rapidly over the course of just a couple years. He was on the interior in this game.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Heat.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Always shook me
Another
up
big
bad
aspect
there.
of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Lakers. We've got Russell. Roy Hibbert is out there with Brandon Bass. Then there's Kobe. And it's Williams at the shooting guard position.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. From the wing. Misses off the right iron. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Kobe. The rebound by McRoberts. And former coach of the year, Byron Scott, now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
Chris Bosh has checked in for Miami. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Nick Young's checked in for Williams. Wade kicks to Dragic. And stolen by Hibbert. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And it's sent back by Bosh. A drive by Wade. Kobe with the steal. Young against Dang. Young dishes to Bryant. Can't get it to go. And the Heat going the other way now. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. Rockets the pass today. Uncovered. Nice jump shot. Good. And the Heat lead by 8.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Russell against Dragic. The drive by Russell. And it's good.
Damn, D'Angelo Russell with the bucket.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Wade to the middle. And Whiteside shoots it home.
Big dunk with a Whiteside.
Wow. Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
And that last replay courtesy of Thea.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's going wrong with him this quarter. He's really falling off.
Back to Wade.
Oh, got by Russell. Bro, come down. Alright guys, I gotta hop off here, gotta go out for a bit. So I'm gonna finish this game on another video, and we will have that posted tonight. Still also be done tonight. So, pause, save, and quit. Yeah, but I'll definitely be back on again tonight. It's a little while we can play, yeah. Go from there. Kick some ass tonight. But alright guys, I will talk to you guys later. Finish up that game.